Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the lives and works of influential authors who have shaped the literary landscape. Joseph Conrad was born, Joseph Theodor Konrad Korzeniowski, on December 3, 1857, in Berdzijo, Poland, which was then part of the Russian Empire. His early life was marked by turmoil and displacement, with his family moving frequently due to his father's involvement in the Polish nationalist movement. This exposure to different cultures and landscapes would later influence Conrad's writing, as he often explored themes of identity, belonging, and the human condition. Conrad's love for the sea began at a young age, and he spent much of his early adulthood working on merchant ships, traveling to distant lands, and experiencing the harsh realities of life at sea. These experiences would later shape his literary style, as he often used maritime settings to explore complex themes and emotions. In fact, Conrad's time at sea had a profound impact on his writing, as he once said, "The sea has no memory, and that is why it is so beautiful." Conrad's educational journey was unconventional, to say the least. He was largely self-taught, with a passion for reading and writing that drove him to devour books on a wide range of subjects, from literature to philosophy to history. This autodidactic approach to learning served him well, as he developed a unique perspective on the world and a distinctive literary voice. As we explore Conrad's major contributions to literature, it's clear that his work was influenced by the tumultuous times in which he lived. His novels, such as Heart of Darkness and Lord Jim, are characterized by their complex characters, morally ambiguous themes, and a deep sense of psychological insight. These works not only reflected the anxieties and uncertainties of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, but also challenged existing literary frameworks, pushing the boundaries of what was considered acceptable in terms of style and content. One of Conrad's most significant contributions to literature is his use of the modernist technique, which emphasized experimentation with narrative structure, language, and character development. His writing often blurred the lines between reality and fiction, creating a sense of uncertainty and ambiguity that drew readers into the world of his stories. For example, in Heart of Darkness, Conrad uses a non-linear narrative structure to explore the themes of colonialism, imperialism, and the human condition. Conrad's legacy is complex and multifaceted, with both admirers and critics acknowledging his profound influence on modern literature. His work has been praised for its intellectual depth, emotional resonance, and technical innovation, while also being criticized for its perceived racism, sexism, and imperialism. However, it's essential to remember that Conrad was a product of his time, and his views on colonialism and race are certainly problematic by today's standards. As I reflect on Conrad's life and work, I'm reminded of a phrase he once wrote, "The sea has no memory." It's a simple statement, but it's also profoundly true. The sea doesn't care about our triumphs or tragedies, it just keeps rolling on, indifferent to human suffering. And yet, it's in the face of that indifference that we find our greatest challenges and opportunities for growth. So what can we learn from Conrad's work? For one thing, we can learn about the importance of courage and honor in the face of adversity. We can learn about the dangers of imperialism and the complexities of human nature. And we can learn about the power of simplicity and clarity in writing, how a few well-chosen words can convey more emotion and truth than 1,000 flowery phrases. In conclusion, Joseph Conrad's significance to literature is undeniable. His work reminds us that literature is not just about entertainment, it's about confronting the complexities and challenges of human existence head-on. Like this episode, if it hit true. That's all for today's Lit with Ernest. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe, because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.